Okay.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Sterling Channel 19 for an afternoon rendition of Sterling Knights baseball between the Sterling Silver Knights and the West Deptford Eagles. I'm joined by my co-host Kevin Schulz. How you doing, Schulz?
I'm doing great. Great to be out here. This is always one of those games we do because of the vantage point you get here, and of course we have Sam and Sheree, and I know they like being up here, having a good camera location because we've had plenty of games where we haven't had the greatest vantage point. But this is great for us. We can see over top of everything.
Yeah.
We can, we see names, numbers.
It's a beautiful
recognize
facility
faces.
over here.
Sure, it is.
For right now, we have some pretty good weather. It's pretty hot, but I mean, it's supposed to thunderstorm later. But
I saw that. Yep.
what am I mentioning? Oh, also you can see Philly all the way out there in the distance. It's beautiful. I mean, just a beautiful complex, beautiful view, and yeah, we're ready to see. Hopefully, the Knights get the win against West Deptford.
And
Go ahead, Schulz.
I think when you look at Sterling coming in this year, they have a decent amount of players that don't have a whole lot of experience, but they've battled in their 3 losses. And, obviously you want to come away with a win, but I know the Collingswood game, they were ahead, I believe, 6-2, 6-3, roughly around there. And they've been victims of making mistakes at key times in games. A 4-3 loss to a tough Audubon team. So looking to really just put everything together and get a win.
Yeah.
West Deptford coming in at 2-4, very uncharacteristic of a West Deptford team that's had success in recent years. You look at the outfield wall, seeing they were the 2016 state champions in Group 2.
Yeah.
That was when they went against, for some reason I remember this, Jason Groom, who was the 12th overall pick in the draft from Barnegat. They played him here.
Okay.
He didn't have a great team, but he was a stud pitcher. I mean, obviously, if you're the 12th pick in the draft, and some people thought he could have been the number 1 overall pick in the draft, but he had high contract demands, and it scared some teams off. But they beat him. Didn't get a lot of hits, but got some timely hits, and were able to beat him, and that was the big win that kind of put them over the top. That was still in South Jersey, but they eventually took the momentum from that win and won the whole Group 2 state championship.
So West Deptford, they've taken the field doing their warm-ups. As Sterling is getting ready to get things going. Leading off is Christian Ruiz, number 10. He's playing second base today.
Now batting for Sterling Knights, second baseman Christian Ruiz.
Christian Ruiz coming in here with a 286 average.
We are underway. Pitch is a bit outside and low for a ball. Outside and high, 2-0 now to Ruiz.
Good job of Ruiz working the pitcher.
Swing and a miss, 2-1 now to Ruiz.
I don't know if that was a real good hitter's pitch, kind of towards the outer part, but
Bit high, 3-1. Hitters count to Christian. Trying to make him work here early. And the 3-1 pitch
that's good.
is a called strike.
Wow.
On the outside part of the plate. That'll fill up the count at 3-2.
or maybe outside the outside part of the plate.
Oh, yeah,
Possibly.
yeah.
Possibly. Who knows? If I were up here and they're down there.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. First strikeout of the day for McKenna, who's on the mound for West Deptford.
That's a real nice job by McKenna coming back after being down in the count with Ruiz having a 3-1 count and throwing strikes. You know, that's you could say you throw hard, you have all these great pitches, but Brian, the best pitch is the strike.
Fouled away behind the plate, 0-1.
You'd be surprised over the years in watching a lot of these games, and I'm sure the coaches will tell you how many pitchers they've had that threw hard, maybe had great curveballs, but you had other guys that didn't throw as hard but threw strikes.
That one's fouled back.
And mix things up a little bit. Darian Binford last year is probably a perfect example of a kid who didn't throw that hard, but really had a lot of success in keeping
hit some
hitters
great
off
location.
bounds. He was smart, used his head out there, and just had a good feel for how to pitch.
So it's now 1-2 to Brandon Williams. And the pitch from McKenna is a called strike 3.
Well, McKenna's realizing very quickly that he's getting the outside part of the plate, and this is where, if you're a hitter, you've got to adjust, and you get a little closer and get the bat on that pitch in the outer part of the plate.
Here's Tony Sanchez. Called strike. Yeah, you said it, Schulze. He's getting a lot of the calls in the outside part of the plate. A lot of these hitters going to have to adjust here early. Down in the dirt, 1-1.
And that's the thing, you saw him go inside there and that's where if you're a pitcher and you see the hitter adjusting, you see him getting closer to the plate, that's where you're going to kind of counter that with coming to the inside, maybe up a little bit high, especially if you get into a situation where you're ahead in the count.
That's it out to left field. It is dropped by the left fielder, Tony, rounding first. He'll stop there.
Good job by Tony Sanchez. I mean, it would have been a nice play for the left fielder come in and make, but wasn't able to get a glove on it. But he hit the ball hard, and that's the main reason why you're looking at Tony Sanchez with definitely the highest average on the team.
So we have Anthony Gogowski. So Sanchez at first, 2 away. And the pitch is a called strike.
Golski's been impressive as a freshman. Coming in here doing a real nice job. I mean, they lost the first game, but you know he did his part early on in the game and had to come out, but really looked good, especially for his first start as a freshman playing varsity.
Lasted 5 innings in that game.
Yep. And I believe when he came out, I think he had only given up maybe 1 or 2 runs.
Gave up 2 runs, 4 hits in
Okay.
his outing.
Yeah, no, he was impressive. It's just another example of a kid who knows how to pitch. You know, you could see him, he threw the curveball, kept the hitters off bounce.
So it's 2-1 to Gogolski.
And there you saw McKenna. Came outside a little earlier in this at-bat, then busted up Gogolski inside. McKenna's doing a real nice job working both corners of the plate here early on in this game.
2-1. Just a bit outside there makes it 3-1 to Gogolski.
Yeah, they thought they had it, and that's I thought that was going to be called too.
That was a close pitch.
We'll We'll take it.
Trying to pick off Sanchez. Second time he's attempted that in this at-bat. Looks like they changed it to 2-2. That's grounded down the third base line and foul. So instead of it being 3-1, it's actually 2-2. Again, Sanchez at first, 2 gone here in the top half of the first. And the pitch. They called strike 3 as McKenna strikes out 3 of the 4 Sterling batters. And he retires the side. Season.
Now batting for the West Deptford Eagles, number 2 pitcher, Shea McKenna.
And as you might have heard, leading off is Shea McKenna, pitcher for West Deptford. So here's the first pitch from Gogolski. Outside, 1-0.
That's another reason why I like this, especially if I was here by myself, and if sometimes you don't always have all the information. I would always let the PA guy go first.
Oh yeah,
So
especially when there's a lot of energy.
Yep. No
Always
doubt
adds to
about
the
it.
atmosphere.
Just such a unique complex. And I know in the West Deptford end, I remember a couple years I had to go down and get the lineup. They have like a clubhouse behind their bench there, behind the dugout.
So 2-1 count to McKenna.
Got the plate just a little bit down. And that's where it's tough for us, high and low.
Yeah.
Up here, the vantage point doesn't really lend itself to you being able to see that. We can, I mean.
You can easily tell the inside, outside.
Sure, yep.
So here is the 3-1 pitch to McKenna. Grounded out towards first. That's into right field. Base hit.
Just kind of had eyes, and that's a good piece of hitting by McKenna. You know, we talk about pitchers, inside, outside, going inside, outside, using inside quarter, outside corner. But it's up to hitters to get a pitch like that and hit it where it's pitched,
Yeah.
going to the right side. You know, a lot of times if you try and pull it, you're rolling it over and you get that weak ground ball to third or short.
It went right by the glove of Ryan Chandler, first baseman. So here is Dan Marafa. Making sure McKenna's awake out there at first. Just a bit outside.
Just a bit.
Trying to get the pickoff back to second, and he is out. Caught him stealing. He's still staying on second base.
They're saying he went to home now. I know okay, they're going to have the home plate ump come in and talk to the base ump. That's the one where that leg can come up.
Yeah.
You can hold it there, and that's what fools a lot of runners. But if you're in any way going towards home, then it's a balk. Now they're saying he was, okay. They're going to say it was a balk.
All right, so instead of the out, McKenna's now at second base.
Now, Coach Hoff is going to come out and counter that.
Here comes Hoff.
And probably say that the base ump should have had a better view and go with his call. And I kind of agree with him because if you have the ump over to the right side, you have a better angle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you think about it. We have the same angle as the umpire at home. The home plate umpire, it's tough for us to tell if he crosses that imaginary line with the leg that goes from pitcher's mound to first, if he commits. But the base ump definitely had the clear call.
So Hoff and the home plate umpire still talking it out. Looks
Yeah.
like.
Usually you'll defer to somebody who's got a better look at it, but
Yeah.
I don't know that that's.
Usually I would
is it
talk to the
case
field
there?
ump in that situation. But All right, so man at second, nobody out. One count to the outside, keeps it in front of him.
Boy, you talk about a big play it's early on in the game, but for the momentum dictating which way this game's going to go, that's a tough one for Sterling.
Yeah. Because now West Deptford is a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Bit high.
Because we talked about, you look back at games when you have errors and you give up extra outs. That was almost like stealing an out, getting it out.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
Because Sterling immediately thought that they had him dead to rights, but so Marafa walks.
West Deptford Eagles shortstop number 6, Nick Tomasetto.
So Nick Tomasetto up to bat. Runners on first and second, nobody out. So at least Sterling does know that, let's say, like, ground out to third, they can easily just tag the bag to get the out there. So they have a better shot at getting an out here, even with a ground ball in the infield. First pitch is in there for a strike.
And you said it, Brian. I mean, you'd love to get a double play. But right now, you just want to get an out.
You need to get that momentum shifted, because right now it seems like it's all West Deptford here in this first inning. Inside. Tomasetto looking to bunt.
Which would be the play, the call, probably 90% of the time. Just to move the runners over, just smart baseball.
Looking to bunt again, trying to go back to second base. He is safe.
Although, with analytics now in the major leagues, a lot of times in previous years where they would bunt to move runners over, they don't do it as much anymore.
No, it's
They're always-
it's a lot about, whose stats are better.
Yeah,
you know.
and the home run, looking for the big inning. Now you see, you're really counting on. Obviously, you have Chandler coming in. You're counting on Gogolski fielding the bunt, because you've got to have Miller covering third, just in case they field it cleanly and quickly. You have an opportunity to get the lead runner. Well, there they go, swinging away now.
That was fouled away all the way to the JV field, it looked like. Let's hope no one got plunked on the head. So 1-2 to Tomasetto. Going on the pitch, swing and a miss. Throw to third is not in time. So runners advance as Gogolski gets the strikeout. So one out here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second and third.
West Deptford Eagles right fielder number 29, Cole Ambrose.
I missed a strike in that. I didn't realize there was 2 strikes at the one point. Obviously, would take the bunt off. Won't be the first time I lost track of the count, and definitely will not be the last.
It's all good, Jules. Bit outside. 1-0 to Cole Ambrosius.
Well, good job by Gogolski getting the strikeout.
called. Strike evens count at 1-1.
Really going to that curveball. That's a big pitch for him. That's what he got the strikeout on.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. This would be a big strikeout right here if Kugolski can get it here. I mean, 1-2, strikeout here makes it 2 away, and just a ground out or another strikeout gets you out of the inning unscathed. So, big pitch right here, 1-2. Outside, 2-2.
Good waste pitch.
Yeah,
That's a good
still got plenty to work with.
pitch. Yep.
2-2 offering. Swing and a miss, and Gogolski gets his second strikeout. 2 away here in the bottom half of the first.
That's that over-the-top 12-6 curveball. It looks like a pure curveball. Something it's not a big pitch anymore in the major leagues, but Gogolski can really get it to work for him, and hitters are really thrown off about how hard that breaks. I saw that in the Collingswood game.
Ooh, you see the movement on that one?
Yeah. Going with a backdoor breaking ball.
So it's 1-0 to Luke Laxton. Hit out towards center field. And that one is going to go all the way to the wall. 1-1 will score. Here comes another. So that's going to be a 2-run double for Luke Laxton, and West Deptford will take an early 2-0 lead. That was some nice piece of hitting right there by Luke Laxton.
Yeah, again, middle part of the plate, and drove it up the middle. And that's a big hit right there, especially with Gogolski after the 2 runners got on. Getting the 2 strikeouts. Now you just don't want to get this 3rd run in there.
Up next is Joey Socorro. Inside 1-0. So now after the 2-run RBI double, it's a man at second, 2 gone. Outside. Let's just hope Gogolski can get out of this inning with just the 2 runs. That one's popped up. Shallow right, and it is caught by Ruiz, and that will end the inning. West Deptford gets 2 off a 2-run double. So Joe Lomas leads off here in the top of the second. West Deptford with a 2-0 lead. That's popped up. Out towards first. Catch is made in foul territory for the first out.
Good pitcher's pitch by McKenna, low and away.
So here's Ryan Chandler.
All pitching coaches will tell you, we talked about throwing strikes, but also keeping the ball down. You keep it up, that's when you're in the wheelhouse of the hitters and you get balls driven.
That's what I was hearing about, because I was watching the Phillies game a bit ago. Big issue with Aaron Nola keeping those pitches up, because it's either when I see him pitch, it's either a strikeout or a home run. So that's like the best thing you have to do if you want to prevent as much hits as possible and keep that ball down. Inside, almost hits Chandler.
Yeah, Nola's really been victimized by the home run over the last couple years. It's amazing, man. When he's on, he's as good as anybody.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when he's not, and to what you're saying, when he gets the ball up, Major league hitters don't miss a whole lot.
That's for sure. He has not looked good to start the year for the
No.
Phillies.
Nope. Looked decent that first game, but then you could see he was kind of leaking oil.
Once he
Got a
reached
few
that
runners
7th
on.
inning,
Yeah.
just kind of lost it. So Chandler walks. He's at
Now batting
first.
for Sterling Knights, right fielder number 6, Zach Reach.
Reach.
Reich.
Zach Reich is up to the plate.
Now, for our guys, we can go with
Yeah.
what we say. It's the other team we got to rely on, which he's got a tough job.
Reich looking to bunt, pulls away, back to first base, and he is safe. West Deptford thought they got him back at first, but it seems like, according to the field umpire, he got his hand around the tag.
Yeah, and that's a tough play for Chandler because you're really looking to kind of get out there and get ahead of things, but then when you miss the bunt, especially missing away, it gives the catcher that momentum. He's reaching out and kind of can get it over there fairly quickly.
0-2 count for Zach Reich. Inside, 1-2.
Good waste pitch by McKenna.
Definitely still ahead. Reich definitely going to need to get a base hit here and keep the momentum away from West Deptford.
I wouldn't be surprised if McKenna tried to waste another pitch here. He's a kid with good command. Still 1-2.
And a called strike 3 as McKenna gets the strikeout, 3rd of the afternoon. There's one gone here in the inning. That'll bring him Evan Miller.
Evan had a big hit the other day. Knocked in a couple runs.
Called strike to Miller, 0-1.
Evan only a freshman.
Now batting for Sterling Knights, 21, third baseman Evan Miller.
Guess it was a bit high to Miller. So evens the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1-2.
McKenna really, and we said it before, doing an outstanding job working the corners of the plate and has had a couple called strikes. The last two batters right on that outside part of the plate, low and away. Tough pitch for a hitter to get to. Same spot.
And a called strike 3. McKenna, 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Or bag Laveau. Called strike 0-1.
I probably would have said the same thing you said.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Ugh.
One of these days, why can't we just have a lineup full of Smiths, Joneses?
See,
Johnsons.
Where did the simple names go?
Yeah, I know. They don't think about us when they're having these last names.
1-1 fouled away, 1-2 now to bag Laveau.
And this is a good opportunity for Gogolski with the bottom part of the lineup. Had a rough first inning, but hung in there.
Just got to settle in.
That third run.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled off into the seats. Actually, that'll go over the bench.
We've come here in some years, and it's been not so much the top part of the lineup, but the bottom part of the lineup that's hurt us in some of the losses. Of course, we've also had some big wins here in the Andrew Miller, Donovan
Grounded
Casey years.
to third. For the first is in time. That was clean.
Baseman Dom Stanish.
So Dom Stanish up to bat. 1-0. Grounded back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so 2 quick outs to start the bottom half of the second.
The West Deptford Eagles, second baseman number 3, Cole McKenna.
Just a bit low, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1 to Cole McKenna. Grounded weakly down the third base line. And there's going to be no throw to first as McKenna gets there safely.
And that's a good idea by Miller just to hold that one, because there's a lot of in-play area down there. And
Pitcher, Shea McKenna.
So Shea McKenna back up at the plate. Gogolski has attempted to pick off McKenna both times. Popped up, out towards right center field. Ruiz chasing after it. He will make the catch to end the inning. Sean Stone will lead it off for Sterling.
Now batting for the Sterling Knights, number 14, shortstop, Sean Stone.
And the first pitch from McKenna. Outside, 1-0. That one seemed to foul off his bat.
yeah, always a tough one. I mean, he didn't really offer at it that much, and it just knocked off the bat. That's a break for the pitcher right there.
1-1 pitch. Outside in the dirt. 2-1.
Well, you have to feel like, with the top part of the lineup coming up, McKenna's going to go right at Stone here. So Stone's should get a good pitch to hit. There you see right down the middle.
Grounded out towards short, and that's going to be under the glove. And into left field, a base hit for Sean Stone.
I think that might be an error.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark that an error.
But all the same, this is a great opportunity for Sterling. You get the ninth hitter on, Sean Stone, getting on base. You've got the top of the order. So this is a chance to get back in this game.
Here's Christian Ruiz. Looking to bunt, pulls away, but called a strike.
And this is where, after getting the leadoff hitter on, you've got to get at least one in this inning. It's the top part of the lineup coming up. And you can see with Coach Hoff sacrificing, which he does all the time, which I think is just smart. That's smart baseball. Taking advantage of getting the leadoff runner on, moving him over, getting a couple opportunities to get him home.
Ruiz looking to bunt. That's outside. So it'll be 1-1 to Ruiz. Bit high, 2-1. So Stone at first, nobody out for the Knights. Here's the 2-1 pitch from McKenna. Popped up, that'll go foul. So it'll be 2-2.
Casey McKenna, even, when the hitter's ahead in the count, he's not just trying to throw a strike. He's got a purpose. He's throwing it to a location. So that one down and away.
Outside, that'll make the count full 3-2 to Ruiz. Have to be really smart up here at the plate. Don't want to head back to the dugout chasing. And the 3-2 is in the dirt, so Ruiz will walk. So it's now runners on first and second, nobody out.
Now batting for the Knights, catcher Brandon Williams.
So Sterling with a runner in scoring position as Brandon Williams comes up to the plate. Making sure Stone is awake at second base. Looking to bunt, that'll go foul. And as you said, Schulze, just smart baseball. Well, we've seen a lot of bunting from Sterling, and I mean actually from both teams, as they're just trying to advance these runners.
And you figure if you could move the runners over, get runners at second, third, you've got your hottest hitter on the team up, Tony Sanchez.
Bunts it. Throw to first is in time. Great sacrifice bunt there.
That's an outstanding bunt there by Brandon Williams. Doing what he has to do. Put Sterling in a good spot here.
Runners at second and third. Just one gone. Tony Sanchez, the one up to the plate. The only Knight with a hit so far. And the first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Hit out towards short, that is caught. Got him at home. Actually, it's not caught at short, it was off a bounce. There's two ways. They get the runner at home. Sanchez safe at first. So it's runners on first and third, 2 away.
If you're West Deptford, you couldn't have scripted that better, getting a Sunday hop, put them in perfect position to make the play. The play, of course, they had everybody up. They wanted to get that run. Good opportunity here for Anthony Gogolski to help himself out.
And Tony in a
First,
rundown at
gotta go home,
first
gotta
and
go home.
second. Runners going home. They'll get the tag. And no runs for Sterling, as they are unable to capitalize with the runners in scoring position. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Inside, almost hits Marafa, 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Good job by Gogolski. You saw him, you always say go high and in, low and away. High and inside, kind of backed Marafa off the plate, then came back again with a pitch that even though hitter's ahead, 2-0 in a count, Gogolski had a purpose on that pitch.
Grounded back out to the mound. Gogolski fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time. So a good way to start the inning for Sterling. Keeping the hitters honest, and for the most part, besides that first inning, it's been working for him.
And to what you're saying, I said it, the key pitch in that at bat was when he was down. The hitter was ahead 2-0. He had one go high and inside for the second ball. Then what you're saying, go low and away.
Yeah.
Change the eye level.
Out towards second, and that takes a bad bounce as it'll go into right field, a base hit maybe?
Yeah, that's a tough play for Ruiz. Saw on that one, the ground ball by Sanchez to the shortstop from West Deptford. He got that big Sunday hop, and that was a big reason why they were able to get the play at the plate.
So Cole Ambrosius up to the plate. Runner at first for West Deptford, one gone. What Sterling needs right now, they need double play. They got to get out of this inning quick and just keep the bats going. Runner goes. He'll be safe at second, and he turns around. He'll stay at second as it goes all the way to the backstop.
Decent amount of space back here. Maybe not like Sterling's. I think we have one of the spacious areas behind the plate of any team in the conference.
They have a big pad using as that backstop. Runner goes from second. The throw down to third is late. So runner at third for West Deptford, one gone. That's some pretty good base running.
Yeah, Ambrosius right now is just looking to get a fly ball, get a ball in the air, get that runner home, or even get the ball to the right side.
West Deptford looking to add on to their 2-0 lead. Hit out towards center field. Rather deep. Catch is made. Runner tags from third. He will score. So West Deptford adds on. It's now 3-0. That gave West Deptford their early 2-0 lead.
Biggest hit of the game so far, Brian, because
Yeah.
Gogolski had a chance there to get out of trouble and get out of the inning unscathed, and that was a big hit.
So it's 0-1 to Laxton after he fouled off the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Out towards third. Miller can't field it cleanly. So Laxton is aboard at first.
Tough hop there on Miller at third. Yes, this is the complex is awesome, but it's definitely the infield. You can look at the grass, and it's definitely choppy. And if you get something off that grass, you could get a tough hop.
So a foul bunt attempt makes it 0-1 to Socorro. That bunt out towards third. Throw to first, not in time, as Golski tries to make the play. Time is called by Chandler.
So West Deptford right now just.
So Baglivo up to the plate, 2 gone. That goes behind Baglivo. 1-0. Inside 2-0.
First base, Jake Barger.
And what we haven't really mentioned, Schulze, at West Deptford, they've been pretty loud over there, like in the dugout.
They're always very vocal. And I think when you were here before me. Did they do that phantom infield drill where they're not even using the ball? They're acting like the coach is hitting the ball to them. They act like they're fielding the ball.
I don't think so. I think they
You
were
would have
just
noticed
doing.
it. Oh, you would have definitely noticed it. Yeah,
I think they were just doing the normal infield,
Okay.
outfield. I mean, West Deptford, they've only scored 1 in this inning, so keeping it like that still puts Sterling in a position where they can have a big inning themselves and cut into the deficit. So first pitch to Stanish. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. That pitch a bit outside evens up the count at 1-1. Way outside in the other batter's box, 2-1 now. West Deptford with bases loaded, 2 away. They've scored 1 in the inning. So it's now 3-1.
Yeah, Gogolski trying to get that outer part of the plate, and this is the point here, lower part of the lineup. You want to just go right at him.
Popped up, out towards short. Stone is there. He will make the catch to retire the side.
Nice pitcher, Anthony Gogolski.
All right, so Gogolski grounds out towards second, throw to first in time. All right, so 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Oh, so we have a little guest here today. What's your name?
John Barrett.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
man.
to meet you, buddy. Thanks for
He's
having me
gonna
over.
sub in for Schulz for a bit.
It's a nice setup you guys do over here, coming over. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you guys coming out.
In there for a strike to Lomas. 2-1 the count.
Good eye right there. How's he doing this year? Doing pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, trying to look for, where's he at on the thing? Lomas will walk. So man at first, 1 gone here in the inning for Sterling. West Deptford leads at 3-0 as Ryan Chandler comes up to the plate.
Prom King? Is that what you heard? What? Oh, I thought he was King. I thought you said he's Prom King.
It's a thing.
Oh, got it.
Out towards short, this could be 2, and that's gonna bobble, and so no play. Runners now at first and second.
It's been a big problem for the Eagles this year, making too many tough errors here.
That's what it seems like for both teams, just some bad bounces and not fielding it cleanly.
The good old Union hop, as we call it here.
Up next, Zach Reich. Again, West Deptford up 3-0. Sterling with runners on first and second, 1 out.
Sterling might be able to compromise, get some points on the board here.
Reich looks to bunt. That'll be bunted foul.
A little small ball action here.
Owen pitch to Reich. Hit out towards left center field. That ball is dropped.
There it is.
So that'll load up the bases.
That was a good piece right there.
That was some beautiful hitting by Reich.
Found a gap. Marafa couldn't track it down. Load the bases up for Sterling.
Lomas attempted to round third, but
Now back to the ninth, third baseman Evan Miller.
had to go back. So now it's bases loaded for Evan Miller, third baseman for Sterling.
Yeah, coach made a smart move there. He didn't want to risk it. Load the bases up for big man here.
Sterling looking for their first run of the day as they trail at 3-0 to West Deptford. The pitch called strike.
We got a rare day here at Union Field too. The wind kind of blowing out here. Don't see that too much.
So far, the weather's looking beautiful.
Yeah, hopefully we can beat this rain.
So in the dirt, evens the count up at 1-1. Pitch. Looked a bit low. So 2-1 to Evan Miller. Trying to get Sterling on the board as they trail 3-0. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count.
A little poke here does the job for Sterling. Find a hole right here. Get some points on the board for him.
Foul tip for strike 3, so that'll make it 2 away. As Sean Stone comes up to the plate with 2 gone, bases loaded for Sterling. Sterling left 2 runners in scoring position last time, and now with the bases loaded, Stone looking to get runs across the plate for the Knights.
Nothing big here for him. Just got to work through it here. Little poke. That's all he needs, a little poke.
Hit out
All right.
towards right field.
He got
That's going
it.
to drop in for a base hit. 1 run will score. So Sterling gets their first run of the game with a RBI single from Sean Stone. So it's now a 3-1 ball game, still with bases loaded, as Christian Ruiz comes up to the plate.
Second baseman Christian Ruiz.
It's all Sterling needed right there. Just a little something. Ball drops down. Score 1 run. Chip away at the lead, you know?
As you said, a little poke is all they needed.
Yep.
Ruiz grounds it to third. He'll tag the bag.
Take the easy one.
And that
Eagles, second baseman.
And good to see Sterling get a run.
as Cole McKenna grounds a third. That's into left field, a base hit as it gets by Miller. First pitch swinging there.
Hey, McKenna.
Tried to bunt throw back to first, is not in time.
It's always a great situation for a team to be in offensively to get that number 9 hole hitter on, almost like an extra leadoff hitter. Then you flip over to the top of the order with nobody out. I know Sterling got Sean Stone on a couple innings ago, but weren't able to take advantage of it. But obviously last inning, Stone was able to get a hit and Sterling got one back.
So now they only trail it by 2. Bunt is toward the mound, not fielded cleanly. Throw to first.
Wow. Boy, that's a great play by Sean Stone, just sticking with it and making the play and really helping his pitcher. All right, what happened here, Brian? Help me out.
Well, it's now an out. He moved back to first.
No, I think that. All right,
Okay, well, right now it's a 1-1 count to Shea McKenna.
yeah, so we're. All right, not quite sure.
Not quite sure what that was about, but
The only thing I'm going to say is possibly they're saying maybe it went off his foot.
I guess, I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
that's
that
the
would
only
be
thing
the,
I could.
the
I could
best
say.
explanation.
Yep. That's a bummer because Sterling got an out of it.
McKenna's still trying to bunt. So it's nobody out here for West Deptford. Runner at first, 3-1 count to Shea McKenna. And the 3-1 is foul. That'll go toward the West Deptford dugout. So that'll fill up the count at 3-2.
And that's a good job by Gogolski. You see somebody square around, man, bust them up high and inside right there.
So we'll see what Gogolski does on a full count. Again, runner at first, nobody out. Time's called. I believe that was by the home plate umpire. All right. So here is the 3-2 pitch from Gogolski. Never mind. He'll throw back to first instead.
Good job by Gogolski going over there, just keeping the runner close.
Keeping him honest out there
Yep.
at first. Throws back to first again, really keeping him honest, making sure he's awake out there at first.
And that's a big thing because, you know, sometimes with younger pitchers, they'll focus in on the hitter, and the runners know that, and the runners sometimes will get that extra half step.
All right, third time in a row, Gogolski has attempted to get Cole McKenna at first. It also seems like he's trying to keep Shea off his rhythm there at the plate. Here's the 3-2, runner goes. Foul. So Cole will go back to first. So West Deptford with a 3-1 lead, trying to add on and get the run back. And the pitch is hit out towards left. That is a fair ball. That'll go all the way to the wall. Cole rounds third. He's digging for home, and he will score. An RBI double for Shea McKenna, as West Deptford does indeed get the run back. It's now 4-1. That was a beautiful piece of hitting there by most powerful hit we've seen today.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Out towards first. Backhand by Chandler. He'll tag the bag in time.
West Deptford up 4-1 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
West Deptford looking to add on to their 4-1 lead. That one chopped foul. 0-1 the count.
Sterling with the infield up. At this point, they don't want to give up another run, so They're definitely going to look the runner back on a ground ball.
Chopped foul again. 0-2 to
Strikeout
count.
or a pop-up would be great here,
That would
Brian.
be perfect.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I believe Gogolski has 4 strikeouts today. Would be nice to see his 5th here. Here's the 0-2. Is a bit high and inside, 1-2. Again, runner at third for West Deptford. They've scored 1 in this inning, thanks to a double by Shea McKenna. West Deptford with 6 hits in this ball game. Out toward the third baseline. No throw by Gogolski, as Tomasetto is safe at first. So runners at the corners with 1 gone. Double play depth. So Cole Ambrosius up to the plate. Sterling hoping for a double play in this scenario to get out of this inning. Throw back to first. We've seen a lot of that from Gogolski today. Runner goes from first. That'll go foul. So Tomasetto will head back to first. Shea McKenna stands on third. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the 4th. West Deptford with a 4-1 lead.
You have to think that runner's going to be going to try to force that throw.
And prevent Sterling from trying to go for a double play.
Yep. And getting yourself with pot, and you have runners at second and third.
All right, the 1-1 pitch to Ambrosius. Runner goes from first. That pitch is outside. He'll throw towards second, cut off by Ruiz. So now runners on second and third with 1 gone.
Probably might not have been a bad idea to let that throw go through because the runner from third really wasn't off the base that much. But that's a bang-bang play, and it's a tough call.
Pitch a bit high. 3-1 to Ambrosius. And I think what Sterling wanted to do, I think the reason they also had the cutoff was I don't think they wanted to risk that ball going past second and going into center field because that would have allowed McKenna to score.
Yeah, and I
pretty
think,
easily.
In hindsight.
That's it out towards left center. It is caught. Runner tags from third. No throw as West Deptford will add on to the lead. It's now 5-1.
Reactionary. I mean, if you're the second baseman, he's coming in, you're looking at the ball coming down. You're looking at getting the feel what the runner's doing. So it's it's easy to say, but not easy in game speed to really pull off. And this is.
Ooh, and wow. So Tomasetto scores all the way from second as the ball goes to the backstop. He was stealing third, but then Williams just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, and that's what you saw. You see West Deptford is a team that's very opportunistic. They rounded third, saw nobody covering the plate. And at that point, it was a race to the plate between Gogolski and the runner.
That's it out towards center. Catch is made as that will retire the side. West. That's popped up as that will go out of play.
West Deptford up 6-1, but not necessarily a game where they're just piling on Sterling. They've had key hits, key times in the game, and have been very opportunistic on the base paths.
For sure. I mean, when you just take a look at last inning, I mean, when the ball went to the backstop, I believe it was Ambrosius. He was the one who really took, or no, sorry, it was Tomasetto. He was the one who was really opportunistic with that. He was stealing third, but then saw Williams wasn't able to get to the plate, so he just stole home without really any hesitation. And that was just some pretty good base running by him.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll have teams that just take the base, and that's it. But again, it goes back to West Deptford being opportunistic. He was not only getting the base, he knew he was rounding the base and was going to kind of read it from there, and just felt like he could get there.
That's it up the middle into center field, a base hit.
Good job by Williams starting things off here.
So Williams with a leadoff single to begin the top of the fifth. As Tony Sanchez will come up to the plate.
Now batting for the Knights, left fielder Tony Sanchez.
Again, Sterling trying to cut into the 6-1 deficit. Williams retreats back to first. And the first pitch to Sanchez is fouled back. A one pitch outside, throw back to first, not in time. So the count evens up at 1-1. Sanchez, one of the most powerful hitters in this Knights lineup. One. Inside, 2-1. Sterling with a runner at first, nobody out. Sanchez has a single in this game, had one in the top of the first. That one's chopped foul. So here's the 2-2 pitch to Sanchez. Did he go? Yes, he did. As McKenna gets the strikeout.
A bit of off speed on the inner part of the plate. Again, doing a real nice job working back and forth. Start off with Sanchez on the outer part of the plate and finish things off with that.
Now batting for the Knights.
Like a breaking ball or a changeup on the inner part of the plate.
Inside pitch to Anthony Gogolski. Runner at first, one gone here for Sterling. They trail at 6-1 here in the top of the fifth. That one's low and inside, 2-0. And the 2-0. That'll be outside. So a 3-0 count to Gogolski.
Got to think he's taken all the way here. Down by 5.
So here's the 3-0 pitch. Taken for a strike, 3-1. Three-one pitch is outside. Or actually, no.
Yeah, just hit the Golski didn't like that one. It looked a little, that's a tough one there. It looked a little off the plate, but he's been
calling the outside
pitches,
ones, yeah. All right, so that for sure will be a ball. It's a walk Gogolski. So now runners at first and second with one gone here in the top half of the fifth.
Now here's your opportunity. If you want to come back in this game right now, you got the meat of the order up, one down, a couple runners on. Good hitter and Joe Lomas up here.
Definitely a gap between first and second, and then short and third.
Yep.
That Lomas can definitely sneak one in there.
Yeah. Good call by you there, Brian. Wow.
Call the strike on the outside part of the plate. Home plate ump really likes the outside pitches.
And give credit to McKenna. He's taken advantage of that. Really puts the hitters in a tough spot.
Grounded to third, bounces off of his chest. And no throw.
They always say in baseball things even out. We had a few of those with Sterling with those short hoppers going away. Happened to Sterling in the field. Now it's happening to West Deptford, so that's a break, but now Sterling's got to take advantage of it.
All right, so bases loaded. For Sterling. They trail at 6-1. Looking for a big inning here. Here's Chandler, bunts it toward the mound. And they get the play at home. At least I think he is. Wait, no. They say he wasn't on the bag. They say the catcher wasn't on the bag.
His foot was off the plate.
So the run will score for Sterling from what it looks like.
Yep, that's a break right there.
West Deptford coach coming to talk to the home plate umpire. Again, they're saying that the catcher for West Deptford didn't step on home plate.
Something you very rarely see.
Yeah, that's not something I would have expected.
No, it's not like somebody being pulled off, a first baseman being pulled off first. Catcher comes out and steps on that. That'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we don't have the advantage of looking at replay now, but we'll be able to see it at some point.
All right, so bases loaded for the Knights. Zach Wright comes up to the plate. As Sterling gets the run home, it's now 6-2. That's it out to right center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. One run will score. Here comes Lomas. He will score. The throw to third is not in time. A two-run RBI single for my man, Zach Reich.
That's a great job by Zach Reich. You could just tell. We had a great view of that, Brian. That was ticketed for the gap.
Ooh, that's for sure.
And, wow, what a big hit by Zach Reich.
That puts Sterling within two, as it's now a 6-4 ball game.
And we said this had to be, if they were going to come back, this had to be the inning where they did something offensively. Got a couple breaks, but give credit to them. They're taking advantage of it, and that's the biggest hit of the day right there by Zach Reich.
As you said, Schultz, I mean, you said earlier 6-1, but not out of it, and now it's 6-4 with runners at the corners and still one away. As here's Evan Miller. Called strike. 0-1 the count.
And that's that pitch on the outside part of it. But I will say, umpire's been pretty consistent
He has.
all day with that. That's if that's how he's going to call it, you just have to find a way to go out after it.
That one's foul out of play. 6-4 ball game here in West Deptford, top of the 5th.
And this is where McKenna, more often than not, is going to try and waste one.
0-2 is a bit high. Makes it 1-2 to Evan Miller. Reich at first, Chandler at third. Did he go?
Wow.
No. Did he swing?
I don't think he went on the swing.
It didn't look like it, but
And, wow, that was, I know he's called him off the plate, but that was.
he gets the strikeout. Because that didn't look like a strike from where I'm sitting, but I don't know if he's calling it by location or if he's calling it off the swing. Either way, I don't know if I would agree with it.
No.
Tried to pick off Reich. He is safe.
Now, because that was a breaking ball that broke. It was ticketed for the outside part, but broke away. And I mean, he just kind of, the barrel of the bat didn't even come around for a swing. That's a tough one.
In there for a strike to Sean Stone. Again, runners at the corners, this time 2 away. Sterling trailing at 6-4. Pitch to Stone. Seemed to be a bit high. Evens up the count at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouled away.
Sterling coming back with 3 runs this inning. Right now, down 6-4 here in the top half of the 5th inning.
Here's the 1-2. Out towards third, and he bobbled it. Originally fielded cleanly, but he kind of lost it trying to transfer it to his throwing hand.
And, Bri, that's the school of thought where you just say, put the ball in play, make them make plays. And that's a good job by Sean Stone doing that. Getting Sterling within 1 here, 6-5.
Yeah, what's even better there, the run scores.
Yep.
So now it's a 6-5 game, and earlier, before this inning began, it was 6-1. It's Sterling, they're now within a run. And they have Reich at second base in scoring position, as well as Stone at first. As here's Christian Ruiz. Called strike there to Ruiz. It's 0-1. That one's foul, and that'll go out of play. 0-2 for Ruiz.
This is where Ruiz has just got a battle here.
So McKenna will step off the mound. McKenna looked really good to start this game, and then now a couple runs have come across for Sterling. 4 ever since West Deptford had that comfortable 6-1 lead. Ruiz with an 0-2 count. Time has been called by the field umpire. Looks like shortstop is dealing with some bees or wasps.
That's the bee that Sheree was fighting off, or the wasp, right?
Yeah, it's out there now.
Trust me, when I was playing some spring ball, that was my least favorite part of playing the field. Even with, like, as I said earlier, the bad bounces, they sucked. But that type of thing, man, not fun. 0-2 to Ruiz. high, 1-2.
You'll take a great white shark on any day, but a wasp, no
I
way.
hate those things. They're frustrating to deal with.
No, I agree with you.
They've been nagging us all day up here. 1-2.
Oh, he's hit.
Did that hit him?
Yep.
It did.
Yeah.
So that'll load up the bases.
And it looked like it hit him in the shoulder.
West Deptford not liking that. They think it hit the bat.
Yeah, I think it definitely hit him. It might.
Oh, it looks like they changed it.
What?
So West Deptford will get out of the inning.
What are they saying?
Both
He
umps are
leaned
now
into
talking
it?
about it. Hoffman talking about it with the umpires.
Oh,
Obviously not happy about it. All right, so welcome back. Bottom half of the fifth going underway.
I believe what he did was, when they always teach you if the ball's coming at you, you kind of turn in and rotate in. You kind of rotate kind of towards the back part of the plate. But the umpire's saying he stepped and leaned forward into the pitch. I didn't see it that way.
That's it out towards center. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Rounding first, he's digging for 2, and he'll be safe.
Now batter for Eagles left fielder, Corey Baglovo.
So Baglovo up to the plate. West Deptford starts it off pretty well with a leadoff double. Bunt is out toward the mound. Runner to throw to first. Not in time. No advancement from second, so it'll be runners at first and second. Nobody out here for West Deptford.
Now batter for Eagles first base.
Tough one there. Reeves was just a little late getting over there.
Another bunt attempt. Called for a strike, 0-1. Now this is something that Sterling definitely does not need. I mean, back-to-back knocks, runners on first and second, nobody out. But, hey, you just got to battle and get out of this inning and hope to get out of this inning unscathed. So here's the 1-1 pitch to Stanish. Bunt towards third. Throw to first by Miller in time.
Yeah, that's pretty standard there. You figured, you'd even do that with the top part lineup, but they.
Baseman, Cole McKenna.
Again, runners on second and third, one away for West Deptford. They lead at 6-5.
Sterling with the infield up to cut off that run.
Called strike on the inside part of the plate.
Must have been up because it definitely
Yeah, that looked
had the
close.
outside part of the plate. Yeah.
And that outside part is what the home plate umpire has been calling all day. Here's the 1-1. Fouled away toward the backstop. 1-2 the count.
And you can see, Gogolski, like McKenna, is located the whole day, but he's going after McKenna, the 9-hole hitter. He really wants to get the strikeout here.
One-two pitch. That'll be chopped foul as McKenna continues to battle. Again, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. West Deptford with a 6-5 lead over Sterling. Infield playing in. One-two pitch. Hit out to left center field. That is going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. Here comes another one. It is a 2-run double for Cole McKenna. And West Deptford.
Lomas, you thought he was going to possibly get to it. I mean, one of the runs would have scored regardless, but just couldn't quite get to it. And West Deptford puts a couple more on here. 8-5. West Deptford leading here with 1 down in the bottom of the 5th.
1-0 count for Shea McKenna. Hit out towards left center. Catch is made by Lomas for the 2nd out. Dan Marafa. Low and away. 1-0 the count. Outside 2-0. Runner at 2nd for West Deptford. 2 down. They lead at 8-5.
On the bright side, you've got the meat of the order for Sterling coming up here.
Yeah, and then they've erased deficits like this in this game already, so.
And you got McKenna to throw a lot of pitches in the previous inning, top half of the 5th.
Outside and in the dirt. 3-1.
Although, speaking of pitches thrown, Gogolski's got to be up there at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would not be surprised if this is the last inning for Gogolski.
I would agree with you.
Who knows? We'll see what happens. Swing and a miss. 3-2 the count.
And I feel like they've extended him a little further than in that Collingswood game. I mean, I don't have the pitch counts, just getting a feel for the game. For looking at the 2 games, I feel like he's a little further along pitch count-wise than in that in Collingswood.
Bit high, so that'll walk Marafa.
Shortstop Nick Tomasetto.
Nick Tomasetto up to the plate. Runners at 1st and 2nd for West Deptford. 2 gone. Grounded towards short. That'll go into left field. A base hit. Rounding 3rd. And he will score. So McKenna crosses the plate. It's now a 9-5 ball game for West Deptford.
It's one where you have to feel like Sterling could have possibly
Yeah.
had to play at the plate. Reaches the ball, so visually it's a little bit different, but always a good thing to get exposure to all the different positions.
Cole Ambrosius to the plate. Takes a pitch high.
Sterling Knights, number 21, Evan Miller.
So we look at Evan Miller's stats.
Miller, another freshman.
He's pitched just 1 inning this year.
I believe he came in the Collingswood game.
Miller was credited for the loss in that game. As he allowed 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, walked 3, and struck out 1. Two-one count to Ambrosius. Seems like clouds are starting to come in here in West Deptford.
Well, it said we could get hit with a thunderstorm.
So 3-1 to Ambrosius as the pitch is high.
Boy, West Deptford just, we got back to within one. They just keep coming at you. No matter what happens at a game, they just put anything behind them. And, I mean, this goes for any sport. I mean, especially like football, they've had a lot of success. They could be, I've seen them down by 20 in a game, and they're looking to make a play. They're looking to the next play. They're not thinking about the previous play. They're looking at the next play. Football, the next inning. Baseball, the next at bat. It's just the culture they have here, and a lot of these kids play the different sports.
Luke Laxton grounds it towards third. Reich is there, no throw. Run will score for West Deptford, as that'll make it a 10-5 ball game.
Sterling clearly took over the momentum in the game, and then they just took it right back from them.
Joey Socorro up to bat. 1-0 for him. Bases are loaded for West Deptford. They lead at 10-5 here in the bottom of the fifth. One-0 pitch from Miller. Bit high. 2-0 the count. Fouled away. 2-1 the count. Sterling looking to get out of this inning as bases are loaded, 2 away. And West Deptford already with a 10-5 lead, trying to add on. Sterling just looking for this one out. Inside, 3-1 the count to Socorro. And the 3-1 pitch. That will go foul. So that'll fill up the count at 3-2. Sterling looking for the out here, as they're going to need it badly. Socorro steps out. So here comes the 3-2 pitch from Miller. Outside, and that will bring in a run. It's now 11-5 West Deptford.
West Deptford with a win today will improve to 3-4.
That's something that they'll desperately need.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any dominant team in this division. You have just solid teams across the board when you're talking about Audubon, West Deptford, Haddonfield, Heights. It's really anybody's division this year.
Yeah.
And in years past, you usually had West Deptford and Haddonfield at the top of the division, and then there was everybody else, but not so much this year.
So 1-1 count to Baglivo. West Deptford with a 6-run lead as they lead at 11-5. Bit high and away. 2-1.
I'm getting a notification that severe thunderstorms are rolling through.
Called strike 2-2. I mean, earlier the sun was shining, birds were chirping, and then now clouds are rolling in. As you said, severe thunderstorms rolling in. I mean, the good news is at least this game was able to be played.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, yesterday I was uncertain if this game would even occur, but at least today we get to see some beautiful Thursday afternoon baseball as most kids now are on spring break. That's grounded towards third. That'll get into left field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will come across to score. The throw to second base is not in time. 2-run score off of the double. It's now a 13-5 West Deptford lead. 1 point Sterling was within 1, and now
Yep.
it's looking like West Deptford could keep this one out of reach for Sterling. But hey, you never know what could happen. Baseball is unpredictable. That's past the shortstop. 1 run will score. Here comes another. Throw to home plate is behind the backstop. Another run scores.
Yep. That's the
That'll be the
10
end
runs
of it.
after. Yep. 10-run rule. So that's it.
West Deptford will get the dominating win here against Sterling. 15-5, the final score today.